All right, we're going to talk a little about flexibility. So,
And we talked about how
yeah.
important it is to stay supple,
Hmm.
but you got to work at it
Hmm.
as you get older. You've been saying that, and
Yeah.
I totally feel it. If you don't stretch, you're going to get tight, and it's sad. There's not a lot of studies out there
Yeah.
about how that really makes you feel better. But I think that's the reason people like yoga.
Yes.
Because yoga's a lot of stretching.
Stretching, yeah.
And when you stretch, you feel better. Do you
Yeah.
have to take a whole yoga class to get the stretch? No.
Yeah.
You can do these exercises.
Yeah, and I think we just want to take a second to show you some of our favorite stretches that we think you get a lot of bang for your buck. I also think it's important to actually hold your stretches. I think getting into a stretch for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, not enough.
No,
like each
no.
position you really want to be in for about a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, so to get the effect of it.
And if you can, start with 30 seconds.
Yes.
But minute, you're going to get even more benefit.
Yeah. So do you want to show your favorite?
Well, let's start with the calf.
Okay,
yeah?
the calf.
Okay,
I think so.
I pretty much everybody knows the classic calf. You put your hands on the wall and you can keep your leg back. You can have your leg straight. You can bend your knee. You get two different muscle groups. A lot of my patients tell me that it hurts their shoulders to hold onto the wall like that. So a way to make it easier is you could normally I do it at the wall, but if I do it at the wall, you're only going to see my back. So I'm going to do it here, but pretend my foot's on the wall doing this. And basically, you get the same stretch. I'm just leaning forward. And I can definitely feel that in my calf. All right. And you can hold it. It's pretty easy, especially if doing it like this you don't like, because there's no weight bearing on my arm when I do this. And again, 30 to 60 seconds feels so good. All right, what are your variations?
Well, and the other thing on a calf stretch too, and we're focusing on this because calf stretching is so important, and loss of calf or ankle mobility is a big reason people fall. Sometimes people actually get into the stretch and they feel a little bit more limited actually in the front of the ankle. So a little technique to help work on that is like a self-mobilization or a self-joint stretch. Take a belt, whatever you have, and you're going to put it right in the top of your ankle crease. So it's like right above that, right at the bend in your ankle, like really right in the bend. Use the belt and you're going to just pull it backwards, and you can put your foot up on a stool and do this, or down on the ground, and all you're going to do is pull back in the strap with your hands. So my pressure's this way, and then I'm going to bring my knee forward. And so as I do that, I'm stabilizing one of my ankle bones back a little bit to create a little bit more space in the joint. So then you carry that through with a stretch, and you won't feel that pinching in the front of the hip as much. And you can put your foot up on a chair. I'm just going to put my foot up here. Nope, you're good. And you can do it up on a stool or a chair as well if you don't want to get down on the ground and do it that way. Put your foot flat on this chair. So I like that as like a warm up to a stretch. Yep. Hamstrings?
Sure.
You want to show how you like to do hamstrings?
I find, you can do it lying down, but a lot of my patients don't like to lie down because just getting into bed, lying down. So it's very easy to do in a chair. And basically all you're going to do, and you can actually you're getting your calf as well. So you put your leg like this, and then you slowly, the goal is to be able to touch your toe or go past it. But you could start here and then slowly get to where you want to go. Now, let me just tell you, I am stretching my calf. I am stretching my hamstring. I'm also feeling it in my low back. So it's a really nice stretch. And you can pretty much hold that. Now, do what's comfortable for you. It's nice if you can keep your back relatively straight, but if you round and you feel a little different stretch and it feels okay, that might be what's the right way to do it for you. All right, so figure out what it is, but it is a pretty easy way to get, this whole back of your body stretch.
You can do it when you're watching TV.
Yes.
Yes, and I do like to do mine lying down, but again, not if you don't want to get down on the ground, options, right? Like many ways to do these things. So for the hamstring stretch, you just lie down on your back, and I like to bring my legs up. Same thing, so your low back is a little bit more supported here, and you're feeling more of the stretch in the back of the leg. And I like the variations on this where you can pull your leg out to get a little bit more of the inner thigh muscles, the inner leg muscles, your adductors. And you can even pull your leg a little bit across your body and get more of that lateral structure into the IT band. So each of these positions, again, a minute in each position. Good.
And then the last thing you're going to show the
hip
front. Yeah.
Yep, the front of the hip too. And we showed a kneeling hip flexor stretch in another video, but you can also do this. Again, I like to kind of get a lot of bang for your buck with some of these stretches. So if you just stand in a staggered stance, you're stretching the front of the hip of the leg that's behind you. And I'm going to kind of I'm going to just bend my knee a little, and I'm going to scoop my pelvis forward. So if you think about your pelvis as that bucket of water, you're dumping the water backwards. That opens up the front of the hip, and I feel a stretch already here. And then to get a little bit deeper and into some of the muscles that connect to the pelvic girdle, if you have the mobility in your arm, reach up and over. And this is just a great stretch for like your entire side body, into your lats, deeper into the hip flexors. If you can't get your arm overhead, you can even just lean, and you'll get a little bit more of a stretch that way. So those are some of our favorite lower body stretches to incorporate during the day.
Ta-da! And you move better, you feel better.
Everything's better.